It's very hard to comprehend it.
Welcome back to another PATE&PLACE. Thanks for tuning in to another episode. Again, today's going to be kind of a different PATE&PLACE. Some of you may have seen the footage that a Japanese film crew filmed shortly before Elvis took the stage, even before the rehearsal concert there in Honolulu, Hawaii. We're going to take a close look at that video footage today, and we're going to stop and pick it apart just a little bit. I think you'll find some interesting things right in front of our faces if you just stop and take a look real quick. Okay guys, it's a deep dive today, so let's dig in.
Colonel and one of his staff were driving from Palm Springs, where Colonel's wife was staying with her nurses, back into Los Angeles because Colonel had to go to the office on Monday morning. It was Sunday afternoon, and they turned on the radio, and President Nixon was speaking from the Wall of China. And Colonel said, you know, this is making history. This is incredible. Everyone around the world is watching this. And then he said, Elvis is a worldwide star. He should be the first to sing via satellite so that everyone can see him at the same time. This will be the biggest audience he ever had.
And before Elvis ever arrived at the Honolulu International Center Arena, a Japanese film crew was there to capture all the excitement. I'm not going to show everything for copyright purposes, plus you can look it up on YouTube. But we will look at a few, and they start right here at the Hilton Hawaiian Village, right off Waikiki Beach, where Elvis stayed during his visit. So guys, there is a Japanese version of the Aloha from Hawaii special, and I've heard it has some really great angles. I don't know if this footage is included, but it's absolutely great. And here you see what Elvis's route into the Coliseum might have looked like. Once inside, they give us some great shots of Elvis's stage being set up and technicians hard at work. Here we are inside where Elvis's crew is setting up everything for the production, but let's back up and look at this a little closer. We're going to stop that film about right there before the technician runs by, and what you're looking at right now guys is the underneath of the long runway ramp from the stage out into the audience. Of course, this would have been covered once the viewing audience was there. This camera would be pointed directly down the runway at Elvis. The stage itself was built in California and shipped out to Honolulu for the production. Here we see all the electrical cables and microphone cords that have to be run up through the bottom of the stage so that we can hear all those wonderful musicians. Once again guys, I'm not going to show the whole video here. You need to look that up yourself because it's worth it. But one thing I've always been interested in is that absolutely wonderful orchestra that played behind Elvis on the Aloha special. I don't know about you guys, but this gave me my first thrilling glance at all those faces that makes that beautiful music behind the TCB band and Elvis during the Aloha special. If we back up to the first shot that we got as the orchestra was entering the arena, we see Glenn Hardin leading the orchestra in. Glenn arranged many of the orchestra parts for Elvis, and speaking from experience, it looks as if Glenn may have had the orchestra back in another room smoothing out parts before bringing them out to the full band rehearsal. The film crew really captured some special moments, such as these behind the scenes that we never get to see of the TCB band setting up. We also get another good look at that orchestra whose faces we never see, but whose sound is embedded in our minds. Our next behind-the-scenes moment comes with a quick look at the backdrop to Elvis's stage setup. Nothing real fancy, but thought it was a little interesting. Here you see the left side looking toward the stage, and where the mirrored column ends and angles back toward the back of the stage. Here the Japanese film crew make their way backstage and right up to Elvis's dressing room door. And yes, they go in, guys. But you're going to have to look up the video yourself to see inside. And lastly, the film crew gives us what will probably be our only view of what Elvis saw on his record-breaking performance. That behind-the-scenes look showed us what it's really like to climb the Aloha mountain. That is it, guys. How'd you like that? So many interesting things in that little bit of footage. If we just stop and see that there really are 1,000 words in every picture. Guys, I want to tell you, there's a real exciting video coming in the very near future. Keep your eyes out for it. You don't want to miss it. Keep liking, sharing, subscribing. Thanks for watching, guys, and as always, keep rocking.